dioxide. Yes, so you would breathe in. You're breathing in oxygen, of course. Your lungs take that and they move the oxygen into the bloodstream so that you can have oxygen in your red blood cells. So cardiovascular system is pumping all of the oxygen around. Your body is making carbon dioxide as a waste, and so the carbon dioxide comes back to your lungs and you breathe it out. So think of like a train depot. People or oxygen get on, they go to their spot, and then they get off. So we exchange gases. We breathe in oxygen, but breathe out carbon dioxide. All right, as we continue on, again, this doesn't look like much anymore. Hopefully it's still kind of entertaining, is that we have the liver right here. The liver comes in parts. It helps with the digestive system. It comes in lobes. So I will carefully kind of remove. Oh, there is the gallbladder that we were talking about earlier. It helps digest foods high in fats, or basically. So then now I'm going to try to cut off there we go, which is what we would have done in class. So here is the liver, and then if you flip it over, the gallbladder is there as well. It looks like a green pea. Again, it has bile in it, B-I-L-E, and the bile is digestive enzymes. So digestive system, liver, and gallbladder.
I've got something to say. Before we head out, if you get grossed out easily and throw up a lot, the only way this is entertaining is that you get to skip school.
No, actually we have online digital version of this too.
I know, but if COVID wasn't going on.
But yeah, I've not had anybody get sick over the years. They may be a little uneasy, and some kids are like, no, I could never do this. But then once they get started, because I encourage them to stick with their group and have someone else be their surgeon, they do okay. And for those who opt out of dissecting because they don't feel that they can, that's totally fine. We would have had an online option for them. All right, so now what we're going to do, we want to see how long the stomach, the large intestine, and the small intestine are together. That's always fun. So it doesn't look like much right now, but this is the stomach.
And this is right where she cut it, right here.
Yes.
Just around the front.
This is this is the small intestine raveling around. You have like 30 feet of intestines in your body. So think about, some of us are 5'3", some of you are 6 foot, but you have 30 feet of intestine, large intestine and small intestine, raveled up in your gut. Not kidding. So we're going to stretch this out. Obviously, a frog is not going to have 30 feet.
No, that's going to be like 12 minutes.
I don't know. So we are going to undo, and what I mean by that, we are going to take, let's see, I know that these are the kidneys right here. The kidneys, they help in your urinary system because they are removing the waste or the urine from your blood. So kidneys are very important. Urinary system, also circulatory system of cleaning out the blood. You can live without one.
But you can't live without two.
You cannot live without two, and if one is sick and you only have the one, that's why you go on dialysis, in which the blood at a constant rate is removed from your body. They don't drain you completely. Blood goes always out and blood goes always in, but it's cleaned in a machine between you and it coming back into your body. So we're going to set the kidneys aside.
Wait, if it was sick, I'm just giving this out here, but if it was sick, could it heal?
The kidney?
Yes.
Oh, excellent question. There are kidney infections. However, I think when you're on dialysis, it's because you have done everything you can to make it better, and dialysis is the last thing. And then you would need a transplant. Okay, so if you're on dialysis, it's probably the very last resort, and no, it won't get any better. You're just waiting for a new kidney. Good question. All right, we have the stomach. The stomach is this right here, this piece right here that I'm just holding. After the stomach, all of this is intestine, including, well, the spleen is there too. I can see that little right here, that's the spleen. And then we have the large intestine, which, yes, it's full of poo, which we're going to talk about later.
That almost did it for me.
So, if you'll notice, see how they're attached in there? I want to undo this because I want to see how long this stretches. So if I take my scissors, you would have, carefully, and again, because I'm familiar with it, yeah, it's a matter of just going along and finding where you can remove
without
I still want
open
to stretch.
The poo bag.
I still want to stretch all of this out. I am going to, let's see here. I can see that I need to. Those are capillaries and veins taking blood to the intestine. So that area right there that Holden is poking through, go ahead and keep poking through it. We are trying to get it undone so that we can stretch out the intestine. So I can do this by not using scissors, and then eventually, if you're very gentle, you can just kind of pull it.
And if it breaks, it's fine.
Yeah. Again, there's more of the connective tissue right here.
It's kind of hard to pull through.
There we go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Spleen with more connective tissue. I'm going to take the spleen off. And so now this is the large intestine. Just this right here is the large intestine. It looks like actually there might be a bug in there. But we're going to open it up to see. And I will remind me to tell you, we are going to open up the stomach. One year we found something spectacular in the stomach of a frog. Oh, look, I think this frog has eaten a beetle.
An undigested bug?
Yes, we found that, but it's even more exciting. So this is the large intestine. These are like exoskeletons of a beetle, of a bug, right here. So we know, they're beetles of bugs of some sort. I think that's in here mostly. I'll cut up along in here. Well, first of all, before I do that, I am going to show you here's the stomach. The stomach is just this part right here. The small intestine is from here to there. So if I reach this up a little bit more, stomach, small intestine, small intestine. No, we're not going to do that. No, move it. So there's the large intestine just down here. So small intestine, digestive system to help you get the nutrients that you need, and circulatory system. The nutrients move across the cell membrane. That looks like part of a bug right there in the small intestine.
Most of you are probably dying to know, what did you find?
Oh, I know. I'm not going to tell you yet. And I will, after I tell them, I will send them a picture too at some point.
Oh boy.
All right.
Show that picture to me.
So we now have unraveled. So this is what I was telling you about. Within your body, you have a lot of intestine. And so I kind of wanted to gauge and give you that as far as
not even 1 foot.
Right, about that the most. So this is the large intestine. We're going to find out if there's any more beetle in here.
Okay.
Oh, most of it is beetle. It looks like, instead of like poo, in which sometimes it's really gross and smelly. But this all looks like insect or beetle remnant.
God.
All right, so then that's the large intestine. It holds waste. It helps us with the excretory system, digestive system for our body to get rid of waste. Excretory means to excrete or get rid of. Urinary system is your urinary bladder, your urine, you get rid of it. Your small intestine, this one right here, its job is to keep you as nutrient filled as possible. With the food that you eat, the nutrients pass the membranes and into your capillaries, arteries that are around this, and the stomach is what started it all. Alright, so we're going to open up the stomach, which you would have done as well. And to do that, I will tell you in a second. Instead of cutting it, we would not have cut it this way. We're going to cut like a slit down. That's how we would have done it. Because we want to open the... Oh, gross! It just spewed out onto my arm. Okay. We wanted to open it because your stomach, our stomach, let me open this up some more. Your stomach contracts, and so those are the walls of the stomach in which it's going to contract. They're called peristalsis waves. The reversal of the peristalsis waves is that you puke. Okay, so these waves are keeping in one direction to keep the food moving down into the small intestine. So it will take the food that you've eaten, and it's going to try and contract and move the food through into the small intestine. Alright, there wasn't anything in this stomach. However, I do believe it was it last year or 2 years ago?
Don't tell us what time it was. Tell us, what was it?
When we were opening the frog, the stomach was not near the size, it was much bigger. And there is literally an entire mouse in the stomach. I have a picture of it, and I will send it to you all, but not kidding, it was a mouse.
Holy crap.
So, yeah, I will show that to you. We were all completely just blown away as far as like it could, and it was a mouse overall.
Squeak, squeak. How could a frog eat a squeak, squeak?
Okay, so to recap, thanks for hanging out with us. Stomach, digestive system. Small intestine, digestive and circulatory system. Large intestine, digestive, excretory system. You have the heart for your circulatory system, and you have the lungs for the respiratory system. Digestive system, your liver, bless you, and your gallbladder. Also digestive system, which has bile, B-I-L-E. Kidneys, urinary system, as well as excretory system to help get rid of the waste or the urine in your blood. The ovaries, testes, reproductive systems, which these were the eggs that we had, and we had ovaries. The boy frog being the testes. I have two other frogs. I'm not sure if I'm going to open them. But all in all, this would have been what we would have done dissecting-wise. I'm really sorry that we could not do this together as a class.
And thanks for hanging with us, even though it's been like an hour.
Yes, so absolutely. I do appreciate you hanging with us. Thank you, Holden, for saying that. Basically, this was just for you to watch. You can send me an email if you want to, as far as whether this was exciting or if it was kind of cool. No big deal if not, but this would have been the ending of our school as well. This is what we would have done. I miss you all. I miss being in our classroom. Again, thanks for hanging with us, and I hope you enjoyed the frog dissection.
See ya.